I'm Ryan Quarles. I'm the new Commissioner of Agriculture, and it's an honor to serve in this capacity. And I've got big boots to fill, and I'm a proud supporter and advocate for industrial hemp being rebirthed in Kentucky. It's a crop that connects our past to our future. I grew up on a tobacco farm just about 12 miles north from here in southern Scott County. I come from a farm family. We continue to grow tobacco today. We've diversified into high quality haze for the horse industry, as well as grain production as well. And one of my first jobs growing up on the farm was working in tobacco and shoveling cow manure, which prepared me well for politics in Kentucky. And while I was in my second term, I got pretty interested in this hemp legislation, and along the way, a lot of support kind of climaxed a few years ago when we were able to get Kentucky positioned, along with Section 7606 of the Farm Bill, to basically reintroduce a crop that I believe it's important that we describe as a driver for economic development. There's a lot of division or misunderstanding in the farm world. A lot of people look at farmers or agribusinesses as kind of off doing their own individualized silo, so to say. But it's important that as we continue to educate Kentucky and quite frankly educate the United States, that we describe this crop as an opportunity to create jobs, an opportunity for Kentucky to not be part of the donut hole that we usually are in, where other states do things before we do, and we lose out on that opportunity. So I just want to let you know that I'm a supporter of the industrial hemp pilot project, and but the credit goes to Doris and her staff at the Kentucky Department of Agriculture, who put in the long hours and the administrative drain to make this program run efficiently. I'm proud to announce we've hired 2 more people over the past, since I got sworn in January, to help assist with this program. And we want to give the program the resources it deserves to be successful. My great-grandfather grew hemp because the government asked him to. My grandfather, his son, was a Marine in World War II, and he did his part and grew hemp in northern Franklin County. And I guess it went towards the Navy. But it's important to realize that as we move forward, we continue to have discussions like the ones we're having today, because there's a lot of misperceptions about the crop. And the best thing Kentucky can do to continue to position itself as the leading state is to continue the education component and remind people that this is about jobs, it's about investment, and it's about being on the leading edge, whether it's for grain production, fiber, CBD production, or the thousands of others opportunities this crop has. We want to put our best foot forward. So if and when that day comes that we can convince Congress to decouple industrial hemp from its cousin, we want to be positioned so that there's a marketable crop and there's a viability, and also provides some opportunity for farmers that come from my neck of the woods who used to grow tobacco and don't grow it anymore. So I'm excited. If I can be of any help to you, please don't ever hesitate to contact our office, whether it be Doris or Brent Burchett as well. And it's important to realize that the program continues to grow. And I know Doris shared this with you today, but we are set to have 174 approved MOUs this year, including more processors than ever before. We have processors contacting us almost daily who are expressing interest in coming to Kentucky. So we have a lot of critical mass behind us. We're set to have as much as 4,500 acres planted this year. And it's also important to realize that we've learned in this experience too. We pushed up the application deadline. We expect seed to be delivered earlier this year to prevent delays that happened last time. And as of right now, I think we're 2 months ahead of schedule compared to 2015. So kudos to the hemp staff for correcting that. It's also important that as the head of the Department of Ag, we are having proactive conversations with law enforcement to help educate them as well. Just yesterday, I met with members of the National Guard and the Kentucky State Police to share with them our desire to work in a collaborative nature so that there are no mix-ups when they're out doing their patrols. We want to make sure that there's clear understanding and that they can always pick up the phone and if they have any questions about the crop. And lastly, I just want to share with you that industrial hemp is part of a greater portfolio Department of Agriculture is going to start focusing on for alternative crops. We're also having discussions with our craft beer industry about getting hops grown in Kentucky. A growing industry. We know there's a market. I think we can grow hops here as well. So we're engaging our researchers there. There's also interest in canola in Kentucky, as well as canaf, another fibrous plant that has similar uses for industrial hemp, but none of the legal implications as well. So please keep in mind that we're all hands on board. I'm excited to be your new Ag Commissioner. Please don't hesitate to contact us, and we hope to run a department and run a hemp pilot project that continues to make Kentucky proud. Thank you very much.